guys, it is Erin or Gimme Yarn 418 and welcome to Thank God It's Finished or TGIF. Sorry I didn't have a video last week. There was just a lot going on. Nothing earth-shattering, just a lot of appointments and no time. So I have a lot to show you this week and hopefully Dewey's going to cooperate. So let's get right into finished objects. The first thing I finished was Lupo. Now, Lupo came out huge, but Lupo was originally, the pattern was written to be done in fingering weight yarn, and I love him. I think he's great. The yarn, I think I showed you last time, came in to finish him, but it was a little bit different. You probably won't be able to see in the camera. No, you can't see. However, it was close enough. It was much closer than anything else I had. I did put a dowel through the middle of him because his head is very heavy because of all that stuffing. He does stand up straight. So I finished him. Then start with the things that you saw last time. I finished Lupo's a pay-for pattern. He's crocheted out of Burnout Super Value. Then out of the December club for Dream and Color Classy, I knit the Margil Hat. That's M-A-R-G-I-L. It's pay for a pattern on Ravelry. I have my hair up, but I'll show you real quick. The pattern calls for sport weight yarn, but I knit it out of worsted. I just used the same size needles. Yeah, so it came out great. I love it, and I had quite a bit left over, which I was hopeful I would. So I also made some fingerless gloves, which if you can see, there's the spiral goes in a different way on each mitten. So I love those, and I still have this much yarn left. I haven't weighed it yet to see how much it is, so I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with this, because it's too lovely to let it languish. What else? Next, Kristen's cousin, or Kristen's mother's cousin actually, asked for a pair of socks and for the house because his feet were really cold and he has a size 11 foot. So I decided to knit my first pair of worsted weight socks, and I used the flax pattern, which is a free pattern from Tin Can Knits. And the yarn I used is Wool of the Andes Superwash, left over from my Hero sweater, and also It's Too Bleepin' Cold Outside hats. So here they are. I love them. Let me tell you, I'm glad I went with worsted weight for a size 11 foot, because I wear a 4. Do we stop? I wear a size 4. So my socks are pretty quick, and Kristen wears a size 10 women's, and her socks are a little bit longer, and these with worsted weight, I probably would be knitting them until next Christmas. So I love them. The colors were just little teeny tiny scraps that I used up, and I had 2 skeins of the gray, and I used up all of that. So those will be going in the mail very soon. I also finished the monster that I was knitting. This is knit out of Burnout Super Value from the Big Book of Knitted Monsters. This is Toothy Joe. Toothy Joe. I think he came out really cute. Somebody asked about stuffing. Not asked, but commented that they have a hard time stuffing the monsters in the book, and my biggest tip, I wish I had some stuffing down here, is to pull the stuffing apart and stuff it very slowly, and I stuff it pretty firmly also. Do we stop? That's rude. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. It probably isn't, but there we go. He's cute. And from 50 Yards of Fun, out of Burnout Super Value again, because I wanted to use up that skein of gray, which I haven't, and use some more of that orange and blue. I knit the Bitty Bots. Dewey, stop. That's enough. And I think they came out really cute. Oh, the last finished object I have is using my silhouette I made some t-shirts. The first one, this is just something I found on the internet. Sheep shirt in light blue. And the next shirt, if there's interest in them, I was considering adding them to my Etsy store. But it would be as a pre-order so that I could get the size and color shirt that you want. So if you're interested in a t-shirt, message me privately either on YouTube or Ravelry, and we can see. It'll probably be $15. It's a pretty time intensive project. So this is the next shirt I made, and this is the shirt that I would be willing to make for the shop. Thank God it's finished, and the font is the same as the font on my banner. I think it came out really cute. I was gonna wear it today. I should have. I didn't even think of that. So if you're interested in that, message me privately and we can figure that out. If not, I don't want to make a whole bunch and then just have them hanging around, because I don't need a bunch of shirts that say thank God it's finished on it. One is plenty. That is all my works in progress. I mean, my finished objects. Now for works in progress, the puzzle socks, I haven't ripped the second one out yet, and I don't know where my pen is. The Owlin one, it's kind of put it to the side because I found out that the designer is going to be releasing it in larger sizes in the summer, and I kind of want to make it for Sadie, and it only is a size 9 months. So I'm trying to decide before I go any further if I'm going to frog it and wait for the larger size, or if I'm going to continue on. So that, I don't know what I'm going to do with. So, you know, when you don't know what to do, do nothing. What's next? I knit some on the Shepherdess cardigan, which is pay for pattern on Ravelry. Not too much. The marker is where I was before. Nice mindless knitting. This is Cascade 220 in some green color. It was a closeout on Webs a couple years ago, and it was actually originally going to be the Hoholoha, but it wasn't the right pattern for myself. Next, I am knitting the Dandy Dog sweater, another pay-for pattern on Ravelry or Fiber Trends. I love Fiber Trends patterns, and this is just out of some Red Heart Super Saver in purple tones, because I will knit or crochet with anything. And as I'm looking at this, it would have been better suited in a non-variegated yarn, because there are hearts on there. You can barely see them. This is for Mia. So there's that. And this is a quick project, and it's a lot of fun. But I haven't touched it in a few days because I have been sewing. A lot of sewing. Which reminds me, bags will be coming next week, and then I'm going to be doing weekly updates of bags. Best I can. So if you're waiting, I apologize. Next is the Sparkly Blanket of Awesomeness, or as Margaret has dubbed it, the SBOA. I did actually do some work on it. I'm trying to find my marker where I was last time. Okay, here it is. Da-da-da. And my marker is right here. So I've knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more stripes. It's about 2/3 done. And that was actually much more enjoyable than I remember it being. Not that I ever didn't like it. I'm a little disappointed with the size I chose to make it. So there's that. I am also knitting the Easy Shawl by Martina Bem. I'm knitting it out of Knit Picks Stroll Glimmer in the runway color, and I really apologize for Dewey, but there's not much I can do. Stop. Hold on a second. Last time you guys seemed to like that I kept it real and left the dogs in there, so I'm going to do that again today. And he's going to jump down. Do you want to go up top? No, you can't sit there, buddy. Can't sit there. So I'm going slowly on this, and this is what I have so far. I have 2 skeins of it, so I'm going to go to the end of 1 skein and then do the start decreasing. And I love it. And it's probably the exact same color as in the Sparkly Blanket of Awesomeness, which I can't remember who pointed that out. The Dabbling Hook, I think, pointed that out on Instagram, and it made me chuckle. I guess I have sparkly yarn in every weight, color, everything imaginable. And I have a secret project that I can't show, and I can't say anything about it. And last but not least, I have the color affection that I am KALing with Yarn Yenta, Lisa, from the Cast Off Crew. And here it is. This has all been done today. Oh, well, I did a few rows last night because I had to rip it out because I had done my increases incorrectly. And there was no salvaging it. Dewey, we're trying to show something here. Stop! Stop, stop! So I'm into the second section. I'm on my 4th stripe. I have to do 12. He's not cooperating today. So there you go. And you may be saying, but wait, didn't you have the Brush Creek cowl on the needles too? Yes, I did the increases incorrectly on that as well, so I frogged that, and when I finish the color affection, I'll start the Brush Creek again. So that's all my whips. Now, remember last time when I talked about craft more, spend less? And try not to throttle your dog? Hold on. Okay, so rewind. Remember last time when I said about my motto to craft more and spend less? Yeah. 2 things happened. I got some yarn in that I ordered before I put my yarn freeze in effect. My crafting freeze, like spending. And second, I got a message that a substantial credit I had with a vendor was about to expire, so I couldn't let it go. I mean substantial, and I'm still waiting for more to come in. So let's start with the stuff I ordered before Christmas. Come here. You wanna help me show them? Do you wanna show them? Say hello, my name is Dewey. I am a pain in the tushy. I'm a pain in the tushy. So, when Desert Vista Dye Works had a sale for her husband's birthday, I think it was Black Friday weekend, I picked up a few skeins. I got the Mood Ring colorway. I can't remember how many stripes these are, to be honest. I got, sorry for the bag noise. I know it's louder on the screen than it is here. I got Pitch Perfect. No, this is Pretty Hate Machine. I think that looks like a 3-striper. This is my favorite one. I've been eyeing this one for a while. This is Suzanne's Afghan. And last but certainly not least, this one is Pitch Perfect. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. Let me put them in the basket so I can show you the rest of the stuff I got. And then we got to, some of the stuff came in from that credit that I had to a certain, to a online place. So I got this cross-stitch kit, small, simple, hopefully quick. This book. I had so much credit that I had a hard time finding things to get, so I went for things that I either had a project for or I knew I could donate or give away. So I got this cross-stitch book, all Christmas stuff. I haven't even looked at it yet. I got a pair of embroidery needles to put with my cross-stitch stuff. I got 3 skeins of light blue Caron United. I got 3 skeins of fresh green Caron United. Colors are coming out pretty accurate. I got 3 I got 4 skeins of soft gray heather. And then these are very exciting. I got 4 skeins of dark gray heather and 4 skeins of white. But wait, there's more. And I'm expecting at least one more box. Okay. The next thing that arrived from the same place was Premier Yarns Mega Colors, which is a super bulky. I didn't realize it was super bulky when I got it, but this will be great for charity hats or hats for the shop or both. So I got 2 skeins of Mega in Winter Glow. Winter Glow? Yes, Winter Glow. I love those colors. I'm not really a yellow person, but I love that yellow. I'm curious. I don't know if this will stripe. There's 93 yards. I don't know how far 93 yards is going to get me. It feels like a lot of yarn, so maybe it'll make a hat. I'm not sure. But I got 2 skeins of that. I got 2 skeins of Dish Garden. I got 2 skeins of Vintage. I got 2 skeins of Riviera Blues. And this is my favorite. 2 skeins of Submarine. So that's what's new. Oh, I also got from the site some thread for quilting. It's blending thread, which I've never used, but I figured I'd try it. If I didn't like it, I would donate it. Some of this yarn may be donated. I'm not sure. I'm in the process of going through my stash upstairs and seeing what I want to keep, what I want to donate, what I want to give away, what I want to destash. So we shall see. So I'm at 17 minutes. I don't plan to edit, so I think I'll say goodbye for now. I hope you're all doing really great. Don't forget, if you're interested in a t-shirt, to send me a private message. We'll see what we can do. We'll see if it works for everybody. And I think that's about it. So I hope you're all doing great, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.